Speaking of no fear and foolishness, you teach high schoolers, and you don't teach in Lakeville, by the way.
No.
Which is that I want to make a point that you volunteer in the community that you live in, but you teach in a different community. So you're not saying I'm only going to volunteer where it's going to improve the scores in my classes. So high schoolers?
Yes, high schoolers.
And how are you doing with that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. There's so much potential there. It's unbelievable.
Well, I'm laughing tongue in cheek because you and I have worked together in your high school, and I was blown away by how impressive these kids were.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah.
I like to, I think a lot of us think of young people as maybe even the problem.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm not sure that has been my experience, and I know you have far more experience.
No, it hasn't been my experience at all. There's a lot of untapped potential there, and there's a lot of thoughts that I have. I don't feel as an educator I get enough time to deal with all of that untapped potential. We in U.S. history have a scope of history over an entire school year that is crazy. So to really dig in and to tap into some of those skills that provide community leaders of the future, that's something that we don't always get to do. And that's a struggle that I have.
Because you're needing to make sure that they understand the basics about, about history, those key pivot points and those, the world wars and the citizen rights
but
and
to
civil rights.
Connect those things, that's the missing piece.
Connect them in application in a child's life.
Application and to understand why things are relevant. I think there's not a history teacher in the last 50 years that has not struggled with that. So it's not unique to now. And certainly the idea of kids being the problem, I struggle with that because we as adults set the world up for these kids.
And we're the ones that are arguing on Facebook about politics and about children and about education.